Rational thinking only.
What? Okay, so you're gonna kill yourself because that's rational thinking? Oh, that doesn't make sense, fellow. Hello, reformers, and welcome to Vampyr. Now, Vampyr is, of course, one of the most anticipated titles of this year, and it, of course, focuses on a vampire. So, let us start a new game and see where it takes us. We're in London, by the way.
12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment, a righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
Well, it seems like we've woken up amongst a huge amount of corpses, and we were, I think, one of them ourselves. So let's follow this little blood trail here. You can see that we're not exactly sprightly at the moment, so hopefully we'll be able to regenerate our mobility and gain some form of agility at least. And, oh, it looks like we have our first victim. Oh yes. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to be playing the game just yet, but apparently choices make a big difference.
me, brother. What have you done?
Mary! Oh, no! Mary! Hold on! Please, hold on! Oh, God. Oh, no. Mary. Mary. No. No. It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain!
Oh dear. So apparently our first victim was actually our sister. Well, that is not exactly great, is it? No. Well, he was blinded. He was blinded by bloodlust, wasn't he? So, well, it couldn't be helped. It couldn't be helped, Jonathan. I know it can't be happening, but it is. So let us try to actually escape the wonderful fellows that want to kill us.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about?
Has it fled?
Now, I can defend myself.
Ooh, we have a machete. Oh yes, I can see doing a little bit of damage with this.
Who are you? Stay back! Sorry, but you left me no choice.
Oh, there we go. So if he's backed into a corner, Jonathan is going to kill people, which I very much appreciate. I mean, that's the point. This game has a huge amount of different choice-based decisions to make, and these things are definitely going to have an impact on the story at large. And as far as I'm aware, if you try to kill a particular civilian or person in the world, it can have a lot of consequences for the general story, which is, in my opinion, a very, very cool mechanic. Let's see how much it actually does affect us, though.
I mean you no harm. I need help. Die, you fucking leech! Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's name? I'll do the rest of the job. Just leave me.
Oh, it's me. It's me in real life. I get burned by the sun as well. Oh yes, it's because I spend most of my time dwelling in my cave. Yes, I'm some sort of troll, aren't I? Yeah. Anyway, point is, hopefully we'll be able to not get absolutely murdered by the sun, and we'll hopefully be able to escape the hunters. I'm thinking, can I go in here?
I cannot enter.
Ah, the door won't open from this side, so technically it's a kind of shortcut, I guess.
Is anybody there? What is this place? The place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
Ah, alright. Well, I personally don't think they would have given up that easily. They seemed very tenacious indeed, but it seems like they may have, just because this is obviously the tutorial level. Anyway, let's see what this is. Okay, fire and sun, what's this? Leeches do not fear the sun or fire, and they do not burst into flames or ashes when they are caught under rays of daylight. But it hurts them good. Really good. I have personally chained a vampire to a tree to see what would happen when the sun rises. Its skin blackened in a few minutes, as if it was burning from the inside. Its eyes and flesh melted, and I saw its unholy bones move and squeal as the beast tried to escape all day long. In the end, only a desiccated corpse remained, which started to slowly regenerate when the sun disappeared behind the horizon. I was going to say beyond, but no, behind the horizon. I cut its head off to finally destroy it, and when I tried the same test with fire, the bloody leech never came back from the ashes. Fire is our weapon of choice, brothers. To burn the beast is the best way to kill it for good. And that is from Know Your Enemies by Carl Eldritch. Interesting. So he's obviously one of the enemies we're probably going to be fighting, and this is one of our collectibles here. The weaknesses of vampires. Well, we already know from our arms almost burning off that the sun is certainly not something we want to be messing with. Alright, so do I want to go in that door just yet? I don't really want to advance the story yet. Never mind then.
Brother, what have you done?
Mary! Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
Now, I actually noticed something relatively interesting on the hand of Mary. I wondered whether she was actually tattooed on her hand. There seemed to be a slight, I don't know, a slight design there, I guess. Maybe it's some form of protection from supernatural beings or something along those lines.
Wait, this one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it and share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve. That's impossible.
Well, you have just seen it with your own eyes, haven't you? I assume these are visions that he is seeing right here. So, I think it is. I think it is very much possible. Anyway, let's take a quick look around here and actually see if there's anything else to pick up. I mean, there are collectibles.
Who goes there?
A prayer for the summoned by warrior song. A child born from darkness must take scent of his path.
Who's there? Are you referring to me?
No! No! I still have so much to accomplish. I still have so much left that needs doing.
Well, what is it? I don't know. Because he's a doctor as far as I'm aware. What are we getting here? We're getting some shillings and... oh, okay.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No!
There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing. No, it never got easy.
Well, it's about to get a lot easier, that is for sure. Okay, so we have something on the nightstand there, and is there anything else around here? Doesn't seem like it. Alright, so I'm going to go back downstairs and see if there's anything I can do about that door, but I'm going to assume that it's probably locked from the other side. And, yeah, probably not going to be able to get in there.
The sun is high. I cannot leave now.
Oh, I see. So it is another door to the outside? That's kind of weird, because we barricaded this door, which obviously goes to the outside, which we just came in from, and that one over there also leads to the outside. Alright, well, that's fine. We don't have to worry about that too much. And that just means that we can interact with, I would assume, another collectible, perhaps? Oh, okay, so what's this? 15th of October, bad sleep. Becky coughed all night and the fever made her delirious. I heard a loud noise in the morning. It's a big machine some men brought by the banks to dig a big hole in the ground. It was some sort of mechanical shovel. Maybe I could go there and ask for some work? Becky needs medicine. 16th of October. I talked to the men with the mechanical shovel. They told me they are digging mass graves all around London. Safety measures, apparently. Is there a new epidemic? Is the flu coming back? They had no work for me. Becky slept a little last night. The foundry has been closed, and there are no more jobs nearby. 19th of October. I went to London to find some groceries and drugs. No trains. It took me the whole day to cross the Thames and come back. Becky seemed better. I made a soup she ate. I found no drugs, only a few syringes and some sleeping pills on the black market. We have no money left. Maybe I could go to the Pembroke Hospital tomorrow, but it's so far and I fear leaving my wife for so long. 19th of October. Becky threw up the meal a few hours after she ate. She is so frail now, it makes me cry. She says she hears voices outside at night. She says she wants to eat meat. Where would I find meat? Tomorrow, I'll barricade the house to protect us from looters. Alright, well there you go. That's, I guess, something bad happened, and where would you find meat? In the mass graves. Yes, I'm thinking very dark here, aren't I?
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it. So be it. Rational thinking only.
What? Okay, so you're gonna kill yourself because that's rational thinking? Oh, that doesn't make sense, fellow. It doesn't. But we're gonna shoot him anyway because we know that he's gonna be fine.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Madness it is, as mad as the moon, who tames blinding sunlight into a glowing reflection.
Oh, yeah, so here we go. This allows us to evolve and rest. So we need to find a bed to be able to do that. Who would have thought it? Anyway, we can also spend experience points to level up and improve our vampiric skills. So let's do that. Alright, so what... okay, so yeah, they're still doing the tutorial thing. That's very much appreciated. Okay, so begin by selecting the available skill. Autophagy or autophagy? No. Don't know what that is, but as you can see, you drain your own blood to heal normal and aggravated damage instantly. Very useful. Ooh, nice. That sounds really good. And we can, of course, level these up to rank 5. You trade the instant health gain for a greater regeneration. That sounds actually really cool. So you can take 2 divergent upgrade paths here, which I very much appreciate the selection, because, when you gain everything in a game like this, you just start to become way too powerful, and then it's just, kind of a grind. But hopefully with the side upgrades, that will give us a lot more options. So that's going to be quite a lot of fun. Alright, so now we have the aggressive... Okay, so you have enough XP to unlock an aggressive skill. Okay, so we got Claws, close range strike that will cut through all living creatures in front of you. So it's like a cleave attack. That's awesome. And then we have Blood Spear. We throw a spear. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to be any good at that. And then place a cloud of shadows at the target's feet or yours. The cloud will explode after a short time, causing heavy damage. I'm gonna do the Shadow Mist thing, even though I think I'm gonna be awful at using it, but I'm gonna do it just because it seems intriguing to me. And I think that might be kind of fun, so why not? Let's do it. Wow, I have no idea how this is going to work, but it says the vampire concentrates shadows around their prey to make them explode after a countdown. This explosion will injure anything in range with needle-like living spears. Vampires often use this ability to wipe out groups of enemies from a distance. Right. Oh, okay. Let's confirm it then.
Voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become.
Oh, that sounds like a very lofty goal indeed. And how are we going to find him? I have no idea, but I guess we'll have to find out in the next episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.